Welcome to day 2 of 5. We're talking about how to convert your website into a leads machine on autopilot. Yes, it indeed is possible to consistently get leads from your website. If this is the first time you're joining me, my name is Ratna Ramakrishnan. I'm a mom to 2 boys, an entrepreneur. I have scaled an education business from scratch to a multi six figure operation. I hire typically 70 teachers to run the programs. And so all the tips and tactics that I teach today are what I have tried and tested. I have made the mistakes, I have burned through the ad dollars, and I have succeeded. And here I am wanting to impact 10,000 small business owners, unbox the true potential of your business using a data driven strategy. It really is possible for anybody to digitally dominate the niche that you serve in, but you need to have a concerted digital marketing plan. So today I'm going to teach you a cool tip. If you did not join me yesterday what we talked about was about how the Google algorithm works. The Google algorithm is not partial. It doesn't care what kind of a website you are. You want to think of the Google algorithm as a giant library, and every book in the library is a website. So your website is a book in Google's giant library. And so you want to have a strategy of where your website is cataloged and indexed in the library. So in milliseconds, that's a millisecond, in milliseconds, the algorithm can pull your website off the shelf and showcase it to somebody that's looking for your specific product or service. So, today, what I'm going to teach you is to be able to see your own website. How does your own website look on Google search? It's really possible for you to go ahead and check every page of your website to see how the Google algorithm reads it. And anytime you add a page, you subtract a page, you make changes, you want to be sure, you want to do what I'm going to teach you here and check that the page that you've created looks like the way you want it to, shows the specific information that you care about so that it's showing on Google search, because Google search is then the algorithm is going to use that information that you have successfully shared on the search page to be able to showcase you to a potential lead or a potential customer when they're searching for your product or service. And so the simple trick is anytime you build a page, you build a website, what you want to do is just go to www.google.com and go to the search bar, the search bar that we've all used a million times to search for a variety of things, and type this in. You're simply going to type in the search bar, site colon yourwebsite.com. Again, site colon yourwebsite.com. And when I say your website, it's not going to be https dot the name of your business. It's simply going to be just the name of your business. So as an example, site colon amazon.com, site colon unleashyourpotential.com. Whatever your business is, you can go ahead and basically type this into a search window, and you can see how your pages are indexed. When you go and you try this, if nothing shows up or just your homepage shows up, what this means is that the Google algorithm is not seeing your pages. When you type in site colon yourwebsite.com, it should immediately run an entire thread of homepage, services, service A, service B, FAQ, cancellation policy, contact page, right? Every page will immediately just populate a Google search page. Then what you can do is you can go and look at the title of your page. Is your page titled appropriately? The two lines that you see below your page's title is your page's description. Are you happy with the description of your page? Is it connecting to the correct URL? If you are not seeing any of your pages, it means the Google algorithm is not seeing your website. So we have a problem here. You might have this amazing website, but the search engine does not even know that you exist. The first thing that you want to do is you want to go ahead and submit your website into the algorithm space, which is done by generating what is called an XML file. I don't want you to think I'm going, techie on you and talking about SEO. And these are things that, as a business owner, if you want to survive in an online digital marketing world, you must understand. When you go ahead and search for your website with the site colon, the name of your business.com, and your pages that you want to showcase, your amazing coaching package, your amazing service, if that page is not showing up, then the Google algorithm is not serving you. The Google algorithm is not best friends with your business. So you need to go ahead and use what is called a Google Search Console. All of this is free, right? Because think about what Google's goal is. They want to be the world's best search engine. So they are enabling every book, every website that's coming into the library to have pertinent, relevant, correct information so they can shine as a search engine, because that's what their goal is. They are not partial with website A, website B. They don't care if it's a Wix website, a Squarespace website, a Weebly website. And so what's important is that you were throwing those digital tags into Google's universe and saying, hey, hello, my page exists. Do you see my page? Right? So you want to go ahead and index your page by setting up a Google Console account and submitting an XML file. And XML files are easy to create, right? If you can follow step-by-step instructions and put together, let's say, IKEA furniture, bake a pie, it's that simple to generate an XML file. And you just need to use the appropriate tool. And my favorite tool is called Screaming Frog. So you'll just go to Screaming Frog, you set up an account, it's free. And you'll create an XML file for your website. If you don't have a lot of the pages that are showing up, you'll take that file and you'll simply submit it into the Google console. Give it about 48 hours for the algorithm to populate your website, for it to know, right? The librarian has to collect the book and index it and put it into the library. So give Google about 48 hours, all your pages are going to showcase. And so anytime you add a product or service, you change your website, you want to get into the habit of searching for your own website. Site colon yourwebsite.com, because what this is going to give you is information about what the algorithms are seeing. And we're not just talking about Google, right? We care about Google because Google is, of course, the world's largest search engine, but we also care about Bing and Yahoo and DuckDuck. And there's so many other search engines, and they're all built similarly. So if you crack the Google algorithm, you crack how to make Google best friends with your website, it is going to start generating leads. And I want to thank many of you that participated in yesterday's homework and you went and you looked at your traffic, right? What is your main source of acquisition of potential leads that are coming into your website? As a business owner, you have to be curious about this information. Again, this information is data about your potential beloved customers, is available for free, right? Provided your website is digitally plumbed. Now, what is digital plumbing? Plumbing is when your website is indexed in Google Console. It is connected to Google Analytics. You have taken the Facebook pixel from your business page and installed it on your homepage, on the pages that you care about tracking traffic. Don't spend a penny on Facebook ads, but you must take the pixel and install it on your website, because what it's going to do is Believe it or not, whether you're spending money on ads or not, there's traffic happening to your website. If you don't digitally plumb your website, you're losing out on valuable information. Because let's say you get to a point in your business where you're ready to run ads and spend money on ads. If you have the pixel installed on your website, you're already going to have custom audiences that are starting to build on your website. You can take that and you can build lookalike audiences. You can retarget those audiences. So there's a lot of free information that sits out there. And so you really want to be curious about your sources of leads. How many people are coming in? Are your pages indexed, right? And if this gets too techy for you, then go ahead and get help. But if you've built a website and you're posting routinely on social media and wondering why is the magic not happening, the magic is not happening because the universe, the Google digital universe, does not know that your business exists. So ask yourself, does your business really exist? Does it exist online? Right? Because if you go ahead and catalog and index your pages, have Google Analytics connected, in just 2 weeks, in 14 days, you'll get information about which of your efforts is working. And the analogy that I use is you think about politicians, right? What I believe it was Reagan who said, we really want to push for what is called trickle economy. What is trickle economy? Trickle economy is when you buy a new couch because you're just done with your old couch. Your kids jump on it too much and you're just done with it. You go buy a new couch. What do you do with your old couch? You just don't have the patience to like try to put it in a marketplace, sell it. You just take it and you maybe you donate it to a friend, maybe somebody that needs it. You maybe a person that comes and cleans your home, right? You give them the couch. That is trickle economy, where when somebody is has the power to go and buy a couch, they take the couch, the old couch, and they just donate it, right? So if you see what's happening in the hierarchy of this economy, you're focusing on the top. So what the politicians, Reagan, I believe, said is, let's not focus on welfare. Let's focus on the top tiers. So there's going to be the trickle economy happening. I am not going into politics, about parties or anything, but I'm just using this example to you know prove to you that if you focus on the top tier, right? So welfare in your business is what I call social media efforts. If you're just simply posting on Facebook and saying, I'm going to find people, I'm going to find people, it's not going to do anything for you. So that is like just feeding into the welfare versus trying to think about a trickle economy where your website is the core of your online presence. The more you understand that website, the more you put time and energy into it, the more you understand where your leads are coming from, it is going to automatically trickle in. And then all of this is going to pull more leads in, that your efforts are going to make more sense. So the site colon yourwebsite.com is something that you want to get into the habit of doing anytime you create a page. So it doesn't matter whether you build your own page, you hire somebody to build your page, you're going to have that information to see whether that package that you created, you're so excited about it, is it indexed? Because if it's not indexed, then if people are searching for you, you're not going to show up. So the thing that I tell my customers is, before you go crazy and say, hey, I'm going to like discount my service 15% off, I'm going to give somebody $100 off, I'm going to run a Black Friday sale, do yourself justice. Have you done the things that you need to do for your online presence to be found online? Because it really is simple to get to your first 1,000 leads, organic leads, to get to your next 10,000 organic leads. Because what will happen is, if you get into the habit of looking at your analytics, your Google Analytics, and understanding what the source of your traffic is, you can just do more and more of what is working, right? If a lot of your traffic is coming in from Facebook, hey, put together a concerted Facebook marketing strategy and act on it. So I have a customer who has a daycare center. She was just running Google ads, thousands of dollars, because she wanted to fill her daycare center. And when she came to me, I went and looked at the analytics. All her traffic was flowing in from Yelp. Being a daycare center, she was providing stellar service. And so the parents were organically going and leaving reviews for her. And so when we switched the ad strategy to Yelp ads, she was able to fill up her daycare center. That's the power of Google Analytics. Even without you realizing where your traffic is coming from, it's going to give you a ton of information. So I want to invite you to partake in today's homework. I will do a little video inside the group to show you exactly how a site search works. And I will also have a little video where I will show you how to look at the cell phone version, the mobile version of your website. Because just building something for a computer, a desktop is not enough. Because, hey, guess what? Everybody's on their phones today. And so your website should be compatible for a cell phone. And I'm going to show you very simply by screen sharing. I am not yet set up because you need a double screen to share screen with the tool that I'm using. So I'm going to do a quick video tutorial and share it with you inside the group where I'm going to teach you how to do the site yourwebsite.com, as well as a simple way to check how your website looks on anybody's cell phone. Doesn't matter, Android, iPhone, right? And so these are the things that you want to make as part of your habit. If you have a website developer that creates your pages, you want to immediately go ahead and say, is my page indexed? Is my page looking great on a cell phone? Because if you get into the habit of that, just those habits, these are free, right? And this is why it's a zero budget strategy. You don't need to spend a penny, but get into the habits of, one, being curious about your traffic, right? Where are your leads coming from? Even if it's one person that's coming to your website, where are they coming from, right? How do your pages, how are they perceived by Google algorithm? Site yourwebsite.com. How do your pages look when somebody is searching for it on a cell phone? Because that's so critical. Think about how you function. If somebody, you go to a page and you have to scroll back and forth, it doesn't sit clean, you just exit and you move on, because we don't have our brains don't have the bandwidth. You literally have 3 seconds to capture somebody's attention, which is why it's important for you to care about being your business, being best friends with the Google algorithm. So go ahead and check out the homework for today. And I hope you'll join me again tomorrow. I'm going to give away some fun prizes on Fridays. So stick with me here and make it a happy Tuesday. Thank you. Bye.